Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be drawing the Lorax from the book The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. And the Lorax is going to be on top of a truffula tree with some truffula trees in the background. For today's project, you will need a piece of paper held vertically up and down. You will also need a pencil, eraser, black marker, and whatever coloring supplies you have at home. We're going to start by drawing the Lorax off to the right side of the paper. So we're going to find the right middle of the paper and take a little hop over, and right about there we will draw a small circle for the Lorax's nose. That's going to be our starting point. Next, we will draw his mustache. So from the bottom of the circle going toward the left, I'm going to draw a rainbow line, and I'm going to do the same thing going towards the right, but these are on an angle because remember, our Lorax is popping out from the corner of our paper. Then let's draw some zigzag lines from the left side going in towards the center where the nose is, and the same thing on the right side. And then once we have our zigzag lines, we're going to draw a curved line up into the nose. Next, let's draw a curved line like the letter U for the Lorax's mouth. And then we will draw his eyes. Right above that nose, let's draw two vertical ovals. I'm going to turn my paper so it's a little bit easier to draw these vertically up and down. Go ahead, one on the right and one on the left. Next, we're going to draw the eyelids, and we're going to use a curved line like a smile, but on an angle. And these are going to be drawn overlapping the eye shape just a tiny bit. To draw the inside of the eye, let's draw a U shape for the pupil on both sides. And then inside of that pupil, let's draw an even smaller U shape or half circle shape right at the top, attaching to that curved line like a smile. And then go ahead and color that pupil in, but leave that little U shape white to create a glare. Whenever you create a glare on eyes, it really brings them to life. Next, I'm going to draw the top of the head, and to do this, I'm going to draw a big rainbow line from one side of the mustache to the other. And on top of the Lorax's head, I'm going to draw some little lines for the hairs on top of his head. Let's draw some detail on the mustache to show that it's nice and fluffy. Now, before we draw the rest of the Lorax's body, let's draw the truffula tree that he is standing on top of. So I'm going to start by drawing a lightning bolt line, kind of like a zigzag line, except this one is going to be on an angle, and it's also going to be curving because it's going to be rounded like the top of the truffula tree. You want this truffula tree to look like it's in the right corner of the paper. And you could repeat that line one more time to make it look nice and fluffy. You can even add some detail lines inside of the truffula tree. Let's finish drawing the Lorax's body. So from the bottom of the mustache down, I'm going to draw two lines. One's going to touch the top of the truffula tree, and the other's going to touch the side of the paper. Next, I'm going to draw his arms. One arm is going to come out from the left. Go ahead and draw a curved line out from the left side of his body. And then you could draw a kind of zigzag line for his three little fingers. 1, 2, 3, and then draw a line back towards his body. You can draw some smaller zigzag lines on his arms to show the texture of his body. Go ahead and draw the Lorax's arm on the right side, just like you did on the left. Now let's draw some broken horizontal lines from his chin down, getting longer towards the belly to show some texture on his body. Feel free to draw some more texture lines wherever you think is needed on the Lorax's body. Now let's draw some truffula trees in the background. We're going to use that lightning bolt line that is curved and flowing in a circular fashion to create the truffula tree. And go ahead and maybe repeat that line one more time to show the fluffiness of the tree. And you can also make some lines inside of the tree as well. I'm drawing half of a tree for my first one, so it looks like it's half off the paper, half on the paper. To draw the tree trunk, let's draw 2 curved lines down from the top of the truffula tree, and then some short zigzag lines going across horizontally on the tree trunk. Let's draw another really tall truffula tree towards the top middle of the paper, and then we're going to draw another one off to the right side of the paper. Sometimes I like to turn my paper as I draw my lightning bolt zigzag line going around in a circle. Don't forget to draw some texture lines for the top of the truffula tree to make it look nice and fluffy. And when you're making the tree trunk, don't forget to make curving, waving lines for the tree trunk. When you're all done drawing, don't forget to trace all of your pencil marks. And when you're done tracing, don't forget to erase any pencil marks that you might see before you start to add some color. You can use any coloring supplies to add color to your drawing today. Just don't forget that the Lorax's body is orange and he has a yellow mustache. And our truffula trees are brightly colored on top, and their tree trunks are yellow. Go ahead and color the background sky when you're all done coloring the Lorax and Truffula trees. When you're all done, don't forget to sign your name on your artwork. I hope you enjoyed drawing the Lorax and Truffula trees today. Don't forget to have fun, be creative, and don't worry if you make a mistake. See you next time.